While visiting my dentist in Sharonville for a root canal, I decided to take my kayak out onto Sharon Lake afterwards. And whenever I'm out paddling my kayak, I always have a little fishing lure in the water just to see what I can catch because I'm interested in biodiversity. And usually I'll catch something like a crappie or a small bass or bluegill, and I'll take their pictures and then I'll just turn them loose. But on this day, I was trolling a small diving minnow lure along the shoreline at Sharon Lake, and I thought I hooked a log because my pole started bending back. And then all of a sudden the kayak started to move out towards the middle of the lake, and I realized I'd hooked either a very large fish or possibly a large snapping turtle. So I was using very light tackle. The test line was only 8 pounds, and I didn't want him to break the line. So whenever he wanted to run, I would let him run. And after about an hour and a half of this, the fish finally started to get tired. And finally, he came up to the surface, and I took his picture. And then two guys in a rowboat came over, since I was in a kayak, and they lifted the fish out of the water and set him on my lap. And they took my picture. So we weren't exactly sure how much it weighed, but it was a blue catfish, and the guys in the rowboat thought it weighed about 60 pounds, but I didn't want to keep him out of the water long enough to find a scale big enough to weigh him. So after a couple pictures, we just turned him loose. So it was really exciting to see such a beautiful fish and to land him on such light tackle in the kayak. That is the story of the big blue catfish.